Well, hello once again, farming friends. Welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. Back here on Manchester, as you can see, and this field is planted and ready to go. And we need to continue on with our planting now. We've still got 3 more fields to get done, so that's what we're going to be working on today. And getting everything all set up here on the farm. So we'll get going. Let's see. I'm still not used to, I've gotten so used to running with track IR that I still, when I want to look behind me, I still snap my neck around and it's kind of getting annoying. Gonna have to make that script. Alright, so I think we're going to put wheat in this backfield. Why would that select lime? That's odd. Alright, so this is field number 7, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. So we'll come in here, field 7. And we're starting in the northwest corner, and we are going to be headed to the east. We're going to do a headland, but we are going to do it afterwards. And so we can go ahead and generate that course. And this is going to be our inside tractor because it is already set up for 2.8 meters to the right. So that's good. I'll activate the 4-wheel drive and we'll get that ready to go. Alrighty. Alright, so we'll go ahead and set that down. Get that sewing. Go past the first couple of bubbles and say drive course. And I'll jump out of here and then we'll set this guy up as well to do wheat. And set him up on this course as well. So let's go ahead and get that down. It's already set to wheat. And I just need to come in here, field number 7. Northwest, headed east. 1 headland after. And this is going to be left side. .8 meters on the left. Get all that activated. Let's fire it up. And we can get this guy to doing his thing. Oh, did we generate the course? Apparently I did not. There we go. Did it again. I guess I gotta hug that line at start to get it to do this right. There we go. Alright. That's running. The next thing we need to do is go get one of these guys and head down to field 20 and take care of the cultivating. So I'll go ahead and take one and put it in the shop because it is done, or under the shed. And then the other one can go do its thing. So yesterday, or a couple of days ago maybe, I talked about adding the irrigation system onto this particular farm. I messed around with it for a while yesterday, and I had some issues with it that I've yet to overcome. As soon as I do, we'll maybe do a video on that if we can make it work. Issue one I was having was just in the sense of trying to get the whole thing running. I actually got it situated in the center of field number 4 with no problems, but I wasn't able to get it to rotate once I got it in place. I could start it up, I could get it to spray, but I could not get it to walk. So I don't know what's up with that. I gotta figure that one out. So that'll be the next thing I gotta do. And the second problem I was having with it, and I just have to mess around a little bit more with it, I just got tired of messing with it, was when I did get it to spray, it was spraying lime instead of water. So I don't know if I got to get a fertilizer trailer and take out there so I can switch back and forth. That would be kind of cool, not to have to, if I could do that and just change out the fertilizer every time with it, that would be cool. But somehow I got to get it to switch over to water instead of lime. So gotta check on that, see if I can figure out what's going on with that part of it. So I'll mess around with it a little bit more and see if I can get that to work. Alright, let's go and get these folded out. Anyways, so we'll just finish up the planting today and get all the fields settled up. And that's what we are going to do. I'm going to actually just cultivate this field myself. No need in paying a worker to do something I can do. Why is this thing offset? Oh, I know why. Duh. I just drive it offset for the rest of the length of this, and then I'll fix it. Anyways, but yeah, I measured up the fields, got everything, got it centered, got it put in place, and it will actually work on that field, but I got to figure out how to get it to rotate once it's on there. And it's got that steep incline in the back, but I did that one map review that was in the mod contest, and it had some pretty steep hills in it as well that thing was sitting on. So I don't see why it wouldn't work. This ground's so unlevel right here. Come back and mess with that a little bit, see if we can get it all fixed up. But yeah, it oh, I couldn't get it to rotate, but I'll get it figured out. Ooh, I'm gonna take Oh, well, good thing those street signs aren't collidable. Alright, so I'm going to readjust this a little bit here. Let's get rid of the offset and bring this over a little bit. Let's see if we can get that area cleared up that's messed up down there. May not, it may ride high, and yep, and I missed that whole section there. I think that's why this field's so cheap. It's got all these little spots in it that you have issues with using big implements on. May have to make a note just to come back and use smaller implements on this, because look, that end of the disc isn't even touching the ground. That's funny. Yeah, we'll get it. That's one of the reasons I wanted to cultivate this myself, because the first time I knew it had issues with it, and it missed a couple of spots. Alright. Other than that, not much going on. I think what we're going to do is plant this field in potatoes this time. And what we'll do is we'll just rent a seeder and we'll make potatoes in this field. And thinking, yeah, I think we'll just do it in, maybe we'll do it in 2 fields. We could do potatoes in one and sweet sugar beets in another. I can plant the other ones and then we can just rent 2 harvesters. I might do that. I might do them both. Why not plant 2 crops that are a pain in the butt to harvest? Right? That might be what we do. I haven't completely figured it out in my head. Again, I get all these ideas and they just kind of flow through me, and it's whatever hits me at the time when I decide to actually do it, you know. So this field's pretty dry, 29%. We gonna have to put some moisture on it. God, I probably should not have fertilized this field. I forgot the nitrogen content was so high on this one. I didn't really think. This field's gonna be horrible. Gonna be horrible. So that's gonna make this thing 10 or 11 nitrogen. Holy cow, this field's not gonna grow anything. I just didn't use my head. Oh well, it's too late now. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Mm. Oh man, and I probably even said something to the point about, yeah, I need to not fertilize that field. I guess I ought to start taking notes. Yeah, again, I get to rambling on in these videos and talking, and I don't pay enough attention to what I'm doing, and I make stupid mistakes like that. Oh well, it happens, right? So anyways, yesterday spent quite a bit of time playing Arma 3 with the boys. That's the reason yesterday's farm sim video didn't go up until about midnight yesterday, because I recorded it during the day and didn't render it because got on playing with them and lost track of time and didn't render it. Oh well, till late in the evening. So it went up around midnight. So you'll have, basically, by the time you watch this one, you probably will have watched 2 in one day, because I will go ahead and get this one rendered up today and get it out at a decent hour. Arma 3 is pretty fun. Had a good time. I trashed 2 helicopters within 24 hours, which was awesome. You run around, you scavenge up all the money to get the money together to buy a helicopter, and then you know, something stupid destroys it. The first time I got shot down by the NPCs, who were being overly aggressive on a safe zone, and the second time I was hauling a car off to go sell, lifting a car with a helicopter, and right as I decided to take off, the server decided to glitch out, and I lost complete control of the helicopter, and it went right into a tree and killed me. So it was awesome. Yeah, right as I started taking off and making my turn to get out of the area where I picked the car up, and Landy was in the car, and I just picked it up and was flying off with it. And as I banked out to get out of the area, there were some trees in front of me, and that was fine. I was lifting to clear them, and right as I started lifting and putting power to it to go, this little circle and an unplugged icon come up on my screen in bright red, and I knew I was in trouble. And I bit the trees. Landy and Deputy P got disconnected right as it happened. Both of them got disconnected, and I ate the trees, and helicopter's gone. I'm dead. All my gear's gone. Yeah, well, it was fun while it lasted. Scrounge up another $8,000 and do it again. Hopefully I can get one that'll last more than a day. I do like flying them. I'm getting that I would call it like a sky crane or whatever. It's a lifting chopper, dual rotors on it, and it's pretty fun. The John Deere is slipping. Anybody want to bet it's hit a fence? Bingo! We have a winner! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Alright. Wait. Oh no, this is not going to be good. Ah! But it's with horseplay, so I don't have to worry about it. I might as well sit here. The fence got that tight turning radius on it. Man, I like that tractor. It doesn't hit the fence because it has a better turning radius. So I might have to get another one of those and just use that. I mean, I like the John Deere stuff, but man, that fence a good tractor. Alright, so these are about to be done. I might be able to get another run out of this guy real quick. Get started, and as soon as they finish up, we'll move them out of the way. And then we'll get to make some changes on them and get to doing some more planting. I think we'll do that. I think we'll put sugar beets this time because we got plenty of everything else. Actually, we got oats and wheat going in the field right now. Let's just look at everything. Make sure I'm thinking right. Alright, so we got no wheat. And I got oats in the field. Soybean I got plenty of. We got plenty of everything else. The one thing that we don't have are potatoes and sugar beets. So how is that? Oh, they gotta go all the way around the field. I was tell you, how is that John Deere not finished? It was on the last leg, and then I remembered, oh yeah, they're doing a headland, so they gotta go all the way around the field. Duh. Right? They're just about done, though. They're both turned and coming down that back leg. Ooh, we missed a spot right there. I heard it. Alright, so we'll get to the end of this, and I'll go change them up a little bit. And then we'll come back and finish cultivating this field. They are done. Alright, so that gets our second field planted. And tab over to these guys. Stop the driver here. Yeah, I gotta find a I gotta find a better route for plowing that field so these don't end up down here. Driving up this horrible little road. I've done this many times in my life. drive in the grass next to the road because the road's so bad that you don't want to drive on it. I have been on many a back road that are like that, where you just, they're in such bad shape you don't want to use them. This one's just crazy. I think your front weight digs in on some of those rocks. Not good. All right. Pop our cedar back into here. And then we're going to grab this one and use it to do sugar beets with. Should have plenty of seed in it, but we're just going to go ahead and top off to make sure. It's always good to be safer than sorry. Alright, so we'll run over here. Start on this inside edge here. Go ahead and drop the rear end down. Come on up to the field here. Alright. You gotta jack that cruise control up so this thing doesn't plant so slow. There we go. Much better. Couldn't handle him planting at 6 miles an hour again. Let's see. The John Deere needs picked up. I almost think it might be better to drive down the road and go all the way around than to drive up through here. This is just ridiculously bad. It's deceptive. Oh, look, there's a road right out the back. All we gotta do is drive down that. Oh, we just lost all our teeth. We're going to the hospital. At least if I only keep one set of tires in the rut, the front end doesn't grab that rock and do a nose dive. All our silage is done, so that means I can spend an hour off screen shoveling silage into that thing there, because I'm sure y'all don't want to sit and watch me do shovel work. Two schools of thought on the cedar here, playing the game. One school is take it and refill it so that when you get ready to go back out into the field and do it, everything would be done right. I sort of lean to the school of thought that I wouldn't leave seed stored in my seeder, so I don't do it in game. If there were a way to dump the seed out, I'd do that. We were just talking about that the other day. We were talking about some stuff going on with Giants, me, Landy, Raven, and don't you wish Giants had a little bit more, spend a little bit more time programming the game to do things like throw seed? I mean, you could put bags of seed into your seeder instead of just pulling up and pressing a button and suddenly it's loaded full of seed. How cool would it be to actually have to throw seed? You know, go to your co-op or whoever your seed tender is and buy your seed in bag, and then have to go up and actually, so you take a trailer, you have to throw seed on the trailer, and then you have to actually throw seed, into the planter itself. That would be cool. It would make it a little bit more of a simulator than just the way it is right now. Don't get me wrong, I get hours of entertainment out of this, but there are some things that I just wish I think they could do better. I mean, if BM modding can make it where you've got to get out and put rolls of silage wrap into your tractor or into your baler, and you got to put rolls of netting in there, then surely Giants could figure out a way for you to actually put bags of seed. Just took out that mailbox. Bags of seed into the back of your pickup truck and haul it off to the field. And change up your modes. Change the modes up a little bit. Instead of having easy, normal, hard mode, and everything's just the same, it's just a little bit different as far as how much money you get and the cost on everything. How about mixing it up, make it where easy mode, you've got the seed pallets, and you just drive over to the pallet and fill up that way. Normal mode, maybe you've got to actually load seed in or something like that, but it's already on the farm. And then maybe in hard mode, you actually have to go get the seed, bring the seed back to the field, to the farm, throw it into the truck, throw it into the hopper. If you're doing big fields, you have to do bulk seed. You have to go to the seed tender and with a hopper and buy your bulk seed. And yeah, I mean, there's so much more they can do to this game. Fertilizer, instead of there being a fertilizer thing on site, maybe you have to go get the fertilizer truck and come, fill up your liquid fertilizer. Or little things you can do. How can there already be weeds in this thing that quick? All right. Back to the farm we go. And this field is about ready to be planted. Oh, planting this field's gonna be fun. I should have thought about it before I decided to do this. I'll need a lot more equipment than I think I'm gonna need. Maybe it won't be so bad. Probably gonna have to get a seed trailer. Alrighty. Alright, well, let's get to this. Let's jump in here to potato harvesting. Not potato harvesting. That's not what I want. Sewing machines. And we want to get that guy right there. We are going to rent that for 1 hour. I don't think it should take more than an hour. If it does, that'd be a whole nother video that we're gonna do. So, alright, my vehicle is being rented. And is over at the shop, which is fine. Any day now. I have this little glitch with this every time. I have to just kind of hit escape a couple of times and it does its thing. So as you can see, it is submerged in water, which just tells me that I've got 1 hour left on it. There we go. Let's get that baby headed over to the field. Utilize it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fill it up with potatoes right here. Mini a spud in here. And we'll see how far we get with a full wagon of it. If we get pretty good coverage on the field, I'll just run it over to the other farm and fill up there. If we're not getting good coverage on it, I may end up getting a seed trailer and bringing it over there with the truck. And so we can refill on the side of the field instead of having to drive over. I know it's not that far, but it's still a little ridiculous, you know. It's more than you would want to drive. And I do try to be somewhat, realistic with all this stuff. So yeah, I probably need to get at some point into actually using my flashers and turning my beacons on more often. I just don't think about it. We model them in the game and you never actually use them. Brilliant. Alright, let's start over here on this edge, because it is tied up next to the fence. And let's just pull in a little bit so everything gets nice and straight. And we can calculate our working width. I don't think that's the working width of the potato harvester, kids. Maybe that is. There we go. Not harvester, it's a seeder. Alright, set our course over here like so. That looks good to me. Back on out. Oh, don't do that to me. Alright. And we will get to going on this. Alright, lower it down, start the table. Off we go to the races. And we'll start putting our potatoes in. They're going to have beautiful green leaves because our nitrogen level is going to be through the roof. And they'll grow up to be the size of a quarter because everything is so out of whack. But man, they're going to have nice green leaves. Man, this is slow going. Forgot it was 7 miles an hour on this thing. I might have to put Harold on this thing in a minute. Yeah, we are cooking through the spuds. Definitely gonna have to get a seed trailer. Because I think this is only going to get one hopper is probably only going to get 2 runs, maybe 3. So a field side container is probably in our future. Yeah, it won't even get 3. It's going to get 2 1/3, something like that. So yeah, definitely a field side container needs to be acquired. Oh, little Fit, you missed a spot. That's driver error there. So we'll get to the end of this row and we will we'll go get our seed trailer and we'll bring it over here and park it on the field, and that way every couple passes we can top off the potatoes and we'll be in good shape. And it will give us our first opportunity to use our pickup truck with a seed trailer. Put it to work again. I like that pickup truck. That's a good addition. Good find. I guess that is a port over. No, I don't think it is a port over. I think maybe they just made a version for 2013. Maybe it is a port over. I don't know. It looks good, does good, drives good. I can handle it. Alright, let's see, that leaves us with 35%. Probably could get another leg out of it, but we are going to go to the store. We are going to go into mods, and we'll go into... What's it under? What's it under? What's it under? Is it under tippers? Let's see. I could go two ways with this. I could get a service cart, which I got a couple of different ones. Or I could get the, excuse me, I went too far back. Or I could get the Brantner tipper right here. And I could fill it up with potatoes and then just bring the potatoes over to the farm. Tempting. More realistic that way. The other option is, let's see where this is at. Forestry cars, loaders, miscellaneous. See if they're in here. Nope. It's under, let's see. Wouldn't be under sewing machines, would it? Yes, it is. Alright, I got a bumper pull that I could get, and I could use that. Or I could use the Brantner. Either way. Tempting, tempting, tempting. I think I'll go with this. You know what? Because I don't know that I can specify potatoes only into that other trailer. So we'll just go with that. I didn't think about that. Though I think it just comes up with bags of seed, actually. Alright, so that is purchased. We need to go into here. Reset that to the farm. Okay. Okay. Matter of fact, I know you can just put seed in it because I've done it before. Whoa, hello buddy. Man, I've been paying you to sit over here in the weeds? I don't think so. That's not how it works. Glad you checked on that one? I'm not sure I gained a whole lot by doing that because I probably run over more crop than I actually just planted, but oh well. Alright, there's our seed trailer there. Yeah, if I remember right, when I was doing the lettuce trailer, because I didn't have a place where I could get seed from into a tipper. I think what I had to do was get the little Eager Beaver trailer and load it up with seed, and then overload it into the trailer, and that was how I actually got the seed in there. So I don't even think, if I had gotten that tipper, I don't think it would have loaded over here. I don't know that it would have. That's something I will have to go off screen and test and be able to tell you guys. I was thinking I should be able to do that, but then again, might not be able to. Alright, that's 3 fields. Start up. Come on. There we go. Alright. No safety hitch on this thing. Y'all saw that was a... There we go. Come on, load up. Alright, so we'll load this thing up with a whole lot of seed. And basically we're accomplishing the same thing that we would have done with a hopper. Because this actually does have a limit on how much you can put on it. And it is consumed each time that you go to the trailer. It's not like a service trailer that has an indefinite supply of goodies on it. And basically we're accomplishing the same thing that I would have done with the other one, where I would have just had bags of seed in it. This one just has all different looks to it. Alright, so we'll just park this maybe right here. Alright. That's good. I know what you're thinking right now. Moose, you probably spent more time doing that than you would have just driving over to the farm and filling up. You're right, probably did. But wouldn't have been nearly as much fun, would it now have? Yeah, buddy. Alrighty. Make our turn, lock in, and we can get going here. Alright, so what's left to do now at this point is basically just manage the fields, check the irrigation levels on all of them, see which ones need water. We want to keep them around 30%. If we keep them around 30% each day, we'll keep them growing, and then when the rain comes, that 24% that we get from the rain should bring us right up around where we need to be. So I'm shooting to keep them a little bit dry this time, so that when it does rain, we'll get the full growth. We won't be wet like we were the last time. Looking for a nice warm day. Now I do weather-wise have some weather issues right now, but again, the weather is subject to change according to this game. But right now, to the Thursday, looks like we're gonna have a warm day. So we'll use double the water on Thursday than we normally would. So we definitely need to keep that in consideration. So I'll lose 2 doses of water on Thursday instead of just 1 for growth. And then rain on Saturday. But I'm leery of getting too far ahead of the water for Thursday, knowing that I've been watching the weather forecast change every time I log in and out of the game. So we'll just kind of play that one by ear. I think for the most part what I want to do is get everything to what is it, 43%? Have everything at the end of the day be 43%, and so that when it consumes itself at midnight, that drops me down to, you know, 30%, somewhere in that area. And if I do that, then I'm pretty safe. Just the big thing is to make sure that going into Saturday, where everything is around 28, 30% right in there, so that when it rains, we'll get all the moisture off of the rain. And then if we only get 24% out of it, or 28% out of it, if we only get the 28% out of it, then I can always add moisture to the field if I need to. So keep, remembering that the values only matter at the end, at harvest time. All right. Well, this is going to be a slow, painful process here, kids. So I think what I'll do is I'll continue to do this and finish this field up off camera. Let you guys go ahead and do your thing, and we'll come back. This will be planted, and we will move on to something new. But at this point, just sitting here watching me plant potatoes is going to be, it's going to get old real quick. Because it's going to get old real quick for me, so I know it's going to get old real quick for you. But anyways, hope you have enjoyed the video up until this point. We'll do it again tomorrow, and again, thanks for everybody for watching, and thanks for all the new subscribers that we've got. Appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I try to do a new farm sim video each and every day. I may do some live streaming on Arma one night this week, if I get the rest of the guys to agree to it and they want to do that. We were talking about it today, so they were all complaining they couldn't figure out how to get OBS to stream, so I think maybe they want to stream it as well. So the only thing we wouldn't be doing is showing where the base is and everything, but yeah, we might do that. Might do a little Arma 3 stream with all the guys if we can get that, and I can not lose my temper in it. So alrighty, but anyways, hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. We will see you back tomorrow with another edition of Farm Sim, and who knows what else I'll get into this week. So thanks for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye bye.